Yo, Lorna. Yo, Nerds SA first episode, second quadrant. We out here. Boom.
Basically, what Ifani is doing with this I Believes in Me project, he's going to divide this thing into 4. In fact, we're expecting 4 albums from this concept of I Believes in Me, which he defined these chapters as quadrants.
Yeah.
You can think of them as chapters in a book, so it's going to be a book with 4 chapters. So basically what a quadrant means, he's taking this concept from a mathematical theory of circles.
Strong.
Where a quadrant represent, when you divide a circle into 4 in a cross like that, then you draw a circle, it represents 4 quadrants. The first quadrant being from 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, 270 to 260. Those are the 4 quadrants.
Sure.
So this project, I find is titled I Believes in Me, which is translated in the music, in the album, especially in the second quadrant.
Yeah.
Where these I Believes in Me have 2 meanings in it.
Yeah.
The first meaning is that he's saying he believes in himself as a person. And the second meaning is that he's saying that I believe in you as a person who's looking at the album art, or the person who's listening to the music. I believe in you. I have confidence in you.
Sure.
So the I they represent to Ifani believes in me, meaning me as a person building that.
Sure.
And
nice.
like one of the things he's demonstrating to show that he believes in himself is how he has set goals for himself to go to varsity, and he finished the first degree. We all know he finished the second degree from UCT, and that's also a testimony of how he believes in himself. Exactly, and then he also at some point he said, "No, let me do this music thing." And the first album was more about that. You know what I mean? Like where he say, "I made it here." He was all having fun and stuff in the first quadrant, and sort of saying, "I believe in myself. I did this, now I'm in the music game." Now the second quadrant now coming into this album, because you see when you set goals for yourself and you say, okay, I want to get there, you as he said in one of the songs in the CD, that you need to set goals, develop a plan, write on how you're going to execute that plan, and work on it every day. And he has demonstrated that with the CD. He's set up a plan to make it a first day goal.
Sure.
And that is very clear in the album. The first song, in fact, when he comes in, he's like, I believes in me, first day goal. And I mean, mind you, that he actually recorded that song before he even sold the CD. So it shows the vision there, that this is what he has set for himself. And we all know he's achieved that.
Sure.
And now he is using all these achievements, and in this CD I feel he's more clear about what he's achieved and stuff like that, to demonstrate to you now. He's challenging you that I believe in you, you can do the same thing. And that's basically what Ifani is trying to drive at in this CD. He's got songs like Incurable Dreamer. He's got a song like I remember growing up.
Do you like those songs?
That's how I'm highlighting them. I feel like they represent the concept. I feel like they fall under the umbrella of I Believes in Me. Incurable Dreamer. I remember growing up, Ifani. Those songs are very clear and very focused on the idea he had when he's making this.
Listening to Ifani now, musically now, I want to go in musically in terms of production, in terms of lyricism, and all those issues that we look for in a hip hop album, or rather in a local hip hop album. The first quadrant for me was an introduction when this is me now, like you just said. This is me now. I want to get airplay. I want to be noticed, I want to be known. But with this one, this is where he reveals who he really is in terms of his intellectual structuring of the album. Actually, it has a theme, it has a theme, the album has a theme, and even though the theme you get lost though, as you listen to the album musically. So I just want to break it down quickly, my highs and the lows, just
what do you mean you get lost?
You get lost because he does tracks. He does tracks that are on point, like the Incurable Dream, and then he's gonna, within the track, There is going to be some random choir that's going to take over there, and it's going to get you off balance a bit in terms of that theme.
That thing's not there on the program. I know what you mean.
Yeah, in other songs, you know. And then
Night shift.
Yes, it's night shift. It's night shift, and then
And it even settled down at the end.
yes.
And even the intro itself.
Yes.
The intro itself has a lot of obscure stuff that he's talking about. Like you'll have like 3 songs and it's just an intro. By the time that I just want to hear that whatever that noise that they make in the start, next moment it's something else. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Things are hard.
Yeah, exactly. And also talk about collaborations now. Talk about collaborations now. What he could have done. There is a track. He could have done that track. He could have had Ndando in that track. It's a nice Afro pop, you know.
Yeah, who's that guy that he has there?
I don't know who's the guy.
It's actually him.
It's him.
Yeah, he's singing.
I don't know if it.
Musa's there.
Yeah. He could have gotten Ndando, and for that random choir, he could have got the soil, you know.
You're
It could have been
right.
on night shift. It could have been on point because when you're listening to it, you could have enjoyed
Okay,
it.
fine.
but
then
now-
why should it have been those people?
Yes,
Because
because
he's trying to launch.
could have been.
Is it not trying to launch?
You know what?
Opportunities for people.
Yeah, but then again, if you're gonna launch somebody, you must make sure that that person is proper.
Okay.
Those people don't.
Fine.
I say that.
Straight.
But you see,
they're not proper.
I feel you there on Dando, but I would agree with you if you say he was supposed to put him there to give the song more impact.
Yeah, in terms of these kids, you could have at least had like somebody or a vocal artist who could just train them, you know, and then properly just place them nicely in a choral way, so that when they sound proper and stuff. So now they are in balance, you know. When you listen to it, just come in and just abuse your ear.
they can't even make it in the
Yes.
song. Okay,
So
sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Those are basically some of the lows, you know. And but now with the highs, it's gonna, you know. But I find when you look at him as an artist, he's a vessel of positivity.
Yeah,
you know,
he
he's that guy who's just always positive and always, you know,
Strong.
brings a positive vibe. And he's
Strong.
also funny, you know. His sense of humor will come through in
I'm
his punchline.
funny.
I'm funny, you know. Yeah, I'm funny. I'm funny. See what just happened. See what just happened.
Okay, I never got to see it like that. But
Yes, I'm funny. Yeah, but that's key, bro. Yeah, most of us didn't see it like that.
Okay,
You see,
but I think what you just said.
it's just it, mate.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, to me it just shows how much of a critical thing this guy is.
Yes.
He
Yes.
could have done. I know it's his name. I
You're
know.
right.
Yeah.
He took a piece of his name.
Yes.
And
And that's even beforehand. That's on the first quadrant too.
Yes.
Where what he's saying, he's explained it before. Like there's a whole so-called deeper meaning to the Ifani
Theme.
situation.
Yes.
You know? His whole image, even his
Yes.
image,
Yes.
has a lot to do with what that is just saying right
Yeah.
now. It's important.
Yes.
It is. So yeah.
Yeah, and I also what I like about that humor, or rather that's him being funny like that.
Yeah.
In his music, when he just drops those unexpected punchlines, you know, and when it gets animated, you know, he'd be like, "I'm hustling like a dog." You know, it's very funny for you.
yeah, he's having fun.
Yeah, he's having fun with it. At the same time,
Yeah.
and at the same time, Mhlan Phile, you
Yeah.
know, then confuse Uguti, you know what, do this, and also what you just mentioned, you know, Uguti, him believing in you now in tracks like Hip Hop, you know, he's gonna tell you that, you know what, you should have goals, but I'm just repeating what you just said, you know, where he says you shouldn't think Uguti Namapati, you know, of which is some of the things that are happening with us, coming from Ilokshire and stuff like that. To say have goals, use your brain, go out there and just have a daily goal and just do what you feel you should get out there and get, you know what I'm saying?
Strong.
Yeah, that's it basically for me.
Alright, cool. Yeah. With me, man. You know?
Yeah.
This album, man. I find his album, man. I felt there was a whole lot of things that I didn't agree with. Like the cover, for one. For a guy that is co-signed. He has his own company. Plus, he has Marseille. Imagine. Sony's muscle. And this is what they produce. Come on. Come on. We have a few local designers that could have done better. And then,
Yeah.
no,
It's
like,
basic.
look at this. Look at this.
It's
Look.
really.
Look, font size looks very poor. It's like I did it in Word. It doesn't make any sense. There's too much money that could have been spent here. What Ifani could have pushed it. Could have really pushed it. Like seriously, it could have gone further than what it is, you know. And it feels like they didn't spend anything, you know.
Yeah.
They just came through and just did it. Plus, another point that I have, right, that's killing me is production, man. Too much dubstep, bro. This guy murdered us with dubstep. Message doesn't get portrayed across because of everything that's going on, you know. Like the dubstep vibes are going on and just filtering what the message is. So you don't get to hear Ifani trying to portray himself, you know. The track that speaks of him makes more sense than Sushi Dip.
But
Yeah.
we might say the dubstep is old.
It is! To you! Not to me! Wait. Let us go on mainstream media. I listen to radio.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I listen to radio.
Yeah.
You even go, where is Skrillex? Nigga, I know my dubstep.
Yeah,
Where is Skrillex from 2015? This is what you should understand. Are the international niggas using dubstep to announce their music now? Dude, they've moved on. Who's this? Drake even said it himself. I will never get on a dubstep song. And there was a reason for it. You selling out. And there's a certain sound where it's just a trend. But the trend is gone. Where is thingy? Let me ask you another question before you answer me.
Yeah.
Where is those two guys, Lockenville? Where's Lockenville? Are they not trying to chase the industry now?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in regards to the whole, you know, dubstep thing, is it might be old to you. It can work for some other guy who's but as long as you, as the person who's in the song, is audible and we can hear you while the dubstep is
okay. Let me answer you even more on that. Once he just said that, right?
Yeah.
He says he's audible, but now the portrayal. You guys have even mentioned it, right?
Yes.
You said it nicely. Guti, I find he's trying to reveal himself. Uzenzo Superman. He was Clark Kent. Now he's Superman.
Yeah.
So now he's doing the whole S thing. So now he's seeing who he truly is. I mean, you think dubstep is gonna allow you to talk like, okay, Untate has big ears, or Untate has small ears, or DJ fucking has a nice haircut.
Yeah.
Dubstep beats are literally meant to be a front from the artist. They're not meant to actually portray people as an artist.
I see where you're going.
Yes.
But I have a problem with how you put it. What do you mean that dubstep is yesterday? I mean I get you. I get what you're saying in terms of how this production is overshadowing the message that Ifani is bringing in, like, you know, the whole concept and stuff.
Then I would agree with that, Nami, as well.
Exactly. This production is not good for the message that is sort of you know, portraying in this album. But when you say now that dubstep is yesterday, what do you mean? I feel like the artist that you're mentioning now, I don't even know them personally. I've never heard of them.
See, that's the problem.
No, I'm not down. I'm not down. I don't know those guys.
So it's never popped anyways.
The point
Dubstep ever popped.
Now listen, the
question is right there.
The point is this. The point is that it means that it has never been in the mainstream like that.
Exactly.
Now, it's fine. It's fine for Ifani to do it.
But then right there, but right there, you've made my point.
Exactly his point.
You've just made my point.
He made his point.
You know what? People that know what dubstep is, right, are not there anymore.
But how many of those people?
The country.
Because I think you know, in terms of that dubstep, sometimes it's just instrumental, and you want to listen to that.
That's all.
That's why I give him prompts for trying it, but maybe.
But it didn't work. I'll go back to what I was saying right now. You check what the problem is with this whole construction of this album. Apart from the dubstep, that's just a minor issue. The problem is you have an intro that has like, man, it's trying to get on some Kendrick tip. The Mortal track on Mortal Man on Kendrick, where you have like 12 minutes of what? Okay, but what the intro has so much that doesn't even make sense. And for me, another issue, right? I'll get to the music now. Let's not fight about the construction and the production now. Let's get to the music aspect of it. Incurable Dreamer. I'm there where I'm like, I studied music. I'll let the viewers know. I studied music for a minute. Listen to what's going on though. The vocalist is a bit weak for me, personally. You guys were crying about, it's the best track, it's best.
one of his best songs.
In terms of what? In terms of what?
Squash your.
Yeah, I'll squash.
Okay.
I'll squash what's going on. It's on that tip, and one of my favorite tracks is Sushi Dip, but my ultimate favorite is February. Obvious.
Yeah.
February, the ultimate thinking track, the thinking man's track, the one that will make my woman even buy it.
Yeah.
My woman will buy that song. Like, imagine a guy does that to a to a chick. Like, think about it. Has even the girl to tell the nigga to stay there.
Yeah.
You know, he'll take care of whatever's going on.
That one is cool.
The strength of that song has what I think was trying to do with this album, because he did it on the first Quadrant with what was that song where he featured his mother? Yes, his gram. Yeah, it's very personal. Because he just said it because you're trying to reveal yourself in that situation, and that one actually worked.
Yeah.
I had Telela as well. Like, you know, I think he could have pushed it.
Yeah, he could have.
Because he's talking to us like, if you haven't had your circumcision, you quank.
Oh, and besides in the
Like, imagine. So he's killing niggas. He's literally. I felt like I
thought he meant that figuratively.
He did.
He meant that figuratively. He's dealing with these niggas.
But you can take it literally though. But you can also take it literally. Where I'm outside and I'm a man.
Yes.
I don't have my
We all know what it means literally.
Yes.
But I feel that when, like, I've been paying attention to his interviews and whatnot, and how he puts it forward, and even in the album, like the Sushi Deep song, when he starts to say, "I'm an engineer." I can interpret this whole circumcision thing as a way to say, I went through a process
before getting to
it. Yeah, and that
understands like he's a man,
and it's so dope. Which is justifiable. He's saying that, and I understand what they mean. Like, Alexa Four even backs him up, where she's like, "But in that way, like,
we don't pay for
tell them, yes, we don't pay for them, so we got here because we hustled."
Yes,
you know,
he's actually saying in that track, "Oh, I'm actually making this is." I should actually give you this song because I am actually.
I'm qualified for this. Yes,
I'm making sense.
Yes,
you know, and then and then the lady. I love the lady how she agrees. The stuff on the song.
The way she gets in.
She's very key on that song. She killed it.
I'm still interested in you saying that Incredible Dreamer
is weak.
The vocal, it's
okay, cool. I'll come back. Let me go back to that. It's a good question that you just asked me. There's notes that she doesn't reach, which I will tell you, a white singer that could have reached. You could have gotten Josie. Probably most people don't even know her. There's a famous singer that was on Idols, if not Pop Stars. You know, correct me. Abantu abasilendela gcina isicorrected ngiyazi like #ngiyasazi correct me if I'm wrong. There's a chick called Josie it's about reaching notes, man.
It's very musical.
With me I'm crying because of that, because it feels like I'm trying to eat something nice, but I'm not really eating something nice.
You're hungry, they're giving you a banana.
Pizza ain't gonna live up to my expectation.
But to us, it's nice.
So with me, that's like the gist of it for me.
With me though, coming into this album, you know what I like about the album is, first of all, before the album, I like what he did as a person in terms of Ifani, you know, in terms of promoting, marketing this project right here, you know what I'm saying, beforehand, before it even came, so that when it comes out, it sells 20,000, you know what I'm saying.
Props to him for that.
Witty how he did it. Reds or not, he did it.
We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah, you know.
Jay-Z did that.
Yeah, we don't care.
Jay-Z was on that too.
Yeah, strong.
With Samsung.
Strong.
I don't care about that much, but I respect this guy in terms of his work ethic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a worker, and what you said was true about him in terms of that, you know, working. But in terms of musically, in this album, what I liked a lot was Settle Down as a
On the
track.
track,
I
yeah.
think he kills it. Although the transition that he does when it comes to going from verse to chorus, I think he just takes some line and throws it in there just to finish the 16 bars.
The bars.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
it's just work how it goes into the chorus. That's all I'm saying. Listen to it. Those who haven't bought it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they should just buy it just to listen to that. Incurable Dreamer.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to cure yourself from dreaming.
Yes,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
I like that a lot. In terms of the
Conceptually,
concept.
it's dope.
Concept is dope.
Conceptually, it's too dope.
And he kills it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't.
Even the name of that song, you want to start
With that song.
with that song.
Yeah.
Just
It sort of
gives
attracts
you-
you, which is good.
Exactly. And Sushi Deep, Lex Lafoy, he killed
Okay.
it.
Let me ask you something,
Yeah.
right? With what you just said about the Incurable Dreamer, right? It's like I'm an average guy that bought this album. I bought this album, right? We have it, right? Yeah. And you're gonna tell me concepts like Incurable Dreamer on production that doesn't accommodate Incurable Dreamer.
But I think he kills it in even lyrically there.
I think you need to define what you mean.
Yeah,
by
but listen to what I'm trying to say. Like my audibility of what you're trying to say, Incurable Dreamer. I am the guy that is listening to an Ifani album, and I bought it because I am, man. LSM. Let me get to marketing. I'm sorry. I'll go into that marketing type of vibe, right?
Yeah. Do your
The
thing.
LSM levels, right? Where you are targeting a certain LSM, and you're talking about Incurable Dreamer, and maybe my projection of what I'm trying to listen to does not come across in some tracks. Not only Incurable Dreamer, there's some tracks where I'm not even hearing what I find he's trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Sengash.
Okay.
You know, because
Yeah.
we are reviewing this album. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We listen to this album, right?
Yeah.
I've just said something, and you just
course.
said something. He just said something. He just said something.
Of course.
We bought the album.
Yeah.
But
We
like,
bought
if
the album.
if we were not doing the show, right?
Yeah.
If we were not doing the show, me personally, I wouldn't have bought the album.
Yes. If
Okay.
it wasn't for the show.
Yes, but like if we, and I was an average listener,
Yeah.
right? As an average listener,
Not a nerd.
there would have been, not a nerd. He's right. If I wasn't putting these on, you see, those on here right now, it wouldn't have made sense to me. There's certain production kind of overshadows it. That's what I'm trying to make you explain to me.
Okay,
explain
so in terms of Incurable,
Yes,
that's one
explain
of my
to me.
favorite songs.
Yes.
I like the production.
But then you
in
think-
terms of
Do you think it
production,
should be a single though? My question is to you: is it single material?
No,
No, it's not.
yeah, right.
no, it's not.
And then,
But-
and then now,
But
and then
it's-
now.
I think. Oh wait, it's one of the best songs he has on,
Mara, for you,
on the
I mean,
album. For
now
me.
as you said it-
and
as
I'm
you said
coming
it for you.
I'm coming to what to other things that you have mentioned,
Yeah.
which are on I have in mind, but
Yeah.
I just want to start with Sushi Deep. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And actually talk
Sushi
about
Deep
it
is turn up,
and say Sushi
turn
Deep
up.
is Ifani
Yeah,
in
it
terms
is.
of
It is.
how he killed it. And
Yeah.
another track that he killed there was Night Shift.
Yeah.
Night Shift, he killed it, but
Just keep the first 3 minutes.
yo, the first 3 minutes, bro, it's just
choir, bro.
what's that? It's a choir.
Why?
And
Why?
that
Why?
you know, I was checking out the other day. I think they have on SAPC one.
Yeah, what is it called?
They have
Sing off.
the sing off.
Where there's
Sing off.
acapellas.
And acapella groups. There are a lot of good kids.
Yes, you could have got some of those kids.
Even Clash of the Choirs.
You know what I'm saying?
I think. Okay.
But not on night shift. Make it an interlude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Make it an interlude so that I can
Can be able to skip.
yes.
You have to listen to the whole. You have to listen to the whole track and then just
I would
pops up.
skip anyway because I would think it's a boring song. I wouldn't even get to night shift listening to that thing that's going on there, and he does that a lot. When I first got the album and I listened to the intro, I thought, yo, this guy is killing it and he's gonna kill it, but he just tried to chop and put this in now in the intro.
Too many ideas.
Too many ideas.
That could have made his album like 24
Yeah.
Could have been a
tracks.
double album.
You're right.
A double album,
Yeah.
and Ibadi is cool. Yeah, man, and 13 track. I don't know what the hell is that. I think he has a lot of songs in there, like it squashes everything, you know. But I don't like it anyway. But I think the only thing that's nice about that 13 track is where he goes with the sun. That the beat that is more to
beat.
The beat is nice. Not what he's doing.
It is too nice. Like the new age quite over.
But you know what I'm saying? And that's hot right now. You know, he should have made that a single. Speed something on that one. And then on the lows, right? Having spoken about 13 track, is I want to say, man, I just never take Ifani seriously. And
why?
Because of what the image is portrayed. I love the first quadrant. I believe in the first quadrant. You know what I'm saying?
You like Lebulukwam.
And I like.
You like Lebulukwam now?
I'm feeling
like
the
image that he was trying to show us that this is Ifani. I loved it.
Yeah.
Ifani is that guy on Emili. Ifani is that guy on Shape Lengeleng. You know what I'm saying?
Strong.
And where we're playing with those syllables and all those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's closer and he's very funny.
Yes.
That's Ifani.
It's very funny. That's Ifani.
You know what I'm saying? And when he tries to come and tries to be serious, except he killed it on Ingomezi Mnandi. But here, I don't think he can sell
February he sold
the album.
Oh,
I don't think
there's a few tracks where he sold it.
I remember growing up.
But it's not a serious nigga.
There's a track.
I remember kind of distracts as well because it's another one that has.
But I like the transition.
There's a track in Ruin.
I like that transition and
chill to the turn up.
Yeah, and how he moves the turn up. Like when he talks about, I remember all the bad stuff too, just to keep myself focused. And then he explained all this bad stuff.
That transition.
And then he's like, I had to start everything from the scratch. The beat stuff from the scratch. That was epic.
But the transitions, other transitions in the album, like where he has Donald.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to.
It's very mellow. It's very mellow, and it's a nice song that you.
And it dubs it up.
And then it just comes and says, "Shut up,
shut up and dance,
and
shut up and dance, shut up and dance."
I don't think it should have done that on that track. I think it should have left that track as is because it's a super track in in the beginning. But now that man, what he did with. The intro, 13 track, and the other songs that he put some choirs on, and even Settle Down and Badly. You know what I'm saying? I think that those are my lows in the album. You know what I'm saying? And man.
Improvements.
Okay, I find if you're watching this, I mean,
when you watch it.
Exactly.
Okay, I find you favorited our tweet. We know you're gonna watch this. So basically, I mean, I love your album, and I think that the whole concept, and I get where you're going with this, and I can't wait for a third quadrant. But one of the things that I would really advise you on is that, like, I get the guys when they talk about your production and the message that you're trying to send through. I would advise you to do other albums with this kind of production and give us these I Believe in Me albums in or this I Believe in Me project in a production that supports the message that you're putting through. But otherwise, the CD is super, and I can't wait for the next project.
Yes, and within the second quadrant, we should have just dropped the transition to other songs. It could have been more songs, like my man just said here, and also just make sure that when you're gonna put in a choir there, get them trained vocally correct, and just be on point on production as far as that is concerned. Otherwise, it's a good album. Everybody will enjoy it, and just props to you even for the 20,000. We don't care what happened with that, but okay. But you did it. You did it. We believe in you, and we believe in you. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Okay. I'm fine. Yeah, man. Hope to meet you soon. Hi, mom. Beyond that, man, jokes aside, man, like, this has been a serious review, right? Ifani, I hope you took our points, right? Even though you're never gonna use them because the album is out. Anyways, but our opinion is to the people that we want people to go and buy your album.
Yeah.
And there's reasons why we want them to buy it, and there's reasons why they shouldn't buy it. Like if I'm gonna be critical on your album, it's because of the things like the diluted things that you did to us. Like there's too many inconclusive things that you've done for us. We love the album. That's why it's bought. Nerds SA, right here. They bought it. It's out here. We bought it. More people should go and get the album. You know, it's actually a good album.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, I cried about production, but it's cool, man. Please buy the album. I found it. Second Quadrant.
Yeah. Yeah, Ifani. You know,
Not the same.
this one is not
the same.
Ifani. I believe that Ifani, you are that guy, that funny guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, put a Y on your name, an N and a Y. You know, instead of that I. Be Ifani, because I think you kill it when you do tracks like that. You know, like Ishake. You know, those type of things I enjoyed in your last project. You know what I'm saying? That's you, my man. And I didn't get that here, and I bought your album on iTunes pre-sales, and now I sometimes wish I didn't because of when I hear the album is not what I expected, because maybe I was judgmental because I bought the first Quadrant, and now I'm not getting that in this project. But please work on that, my man. But in terms of production, you are good, my man. You have Sony. Use that, my man.
Second Quadrant. This was this week's review, man.
Yes, check us out.
Next time on Nerds SA, we out here killing family values. Rick, we hope to have you soon in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how.